Hi, I'm Mark with At My Home, and today I'm going to show you how we added power to our backyard. We've always wanted power back here, but installing 110-volt outlets would require an electrician and a landscaper. We wanted a less intrusive and cost-effective solution, so we could use our laptops, power our cameras, and other electronics. This spring, Sunbolt reached out to us. They make heavy-duty solar charging stations for corporate and college campuses, but they saw a need for a consumer system. They asked us to test their new Backyarder series. Our goals were simple: support 5 volts and 12 volt devices, last all day and all night, and be smart enough to monitor from our phones. The first prototype they sent us failed the all-night test, but we worked with Sunbolt, gave them our real-world requirements, and they sent us the refined system, which is essentially their Backyarder LV2. You get 2 main pieces, a weatherized battery box and a solar panel. We mounted our panel up in the arbor for the best sun. Inside the box, we have 2 12-volt Life Pro 4 batteries. Life Pro is lithium iron phosphate, and the brain, a Victron MPPT 7515 charge controller. MPPT stands for Maximum Power Point Tracking. It's how the system maximizes the power it pulls from the panel. No matter the sunlight conditions, it's simply the most efficient option for this setup. Now here's where we hit our first technical hurdle. The system was initially wired for 24 volts. But the provided single 50-watt solar panel only puts out about 20 volts. An MPPT system needs at least a 5-volt difference to charge effectively. Result, little or no charging. Plus, wiring in series to get 24 volts doesn't increase your amp hours. We only had 18 amp hours total. Since our main power need was 12 volts for our camera, we rewired the batteries in parallel. This parallel change gave us 36 amp hours at 12 volts, boosting our capacity enough to run our 12-volt camera all night long. Problem solved. Now, another way to solve this would have been to add a second 50-watt solar panel and wire them in series. This would double the voltage supplied, allowing it to charge the original 24-volt setup. Turns out wiring panels in series is actually ideal even for a 12-volt setup, so maybe if we see low sun this winter, we'll add that second panel. Out front, we have 2 USB-A and 2 USB-C ports protected by a weatherproof cover. On the side is a voltmeter, along with the connectors for the supplied solar panel cables. But the real magic is what the Victron controller lets us do. The unit isn't Wi-Fi enabled, but the controller has Bluetooth. Download the Victron app and you get complete visibility into the system. You can see how much power the panel is generating, the panel level, and the load on the system, all in real time. The app also shows the battery charging state. Initially, you'll be in bulk charging, where the batteries are charged with a constant current depending on what the solar panel can provide. As the batteries fill to around 90%, it moves into absorption, which uses a constant voltage while the current gradually lowers. And finally, float, which is just keeping the batteries full. Think trickle charging. The key is, are you generating more than you use? For us, yes. For protection, we use the battery life setting for load output. This automatically shuts off power if the batteries get too low, preventing damage and degradation. Once the batteries are charged back up, the controller will turn the power back on. The Victron controller handles all this. We just enjoy the power. We don't miss the Wi-Fi since Bluetooth range is solid enough for our property. If we want remote access, Victron makes the Turbo GX, which adds Wi-Fi. Working with Sunbolt taught us a ton about solar power, much of it through trial, error, and a little help from Gemini and YouTube. They were fantastic partners in creating a product that perfectly fit our specific needs. If you have unique requirements, just ask them. For now, we are all set, but maybe next season we'll upgrade with that second solar panel and the Turbo GX module just for fun. Until then, we're just enjoying having reliable USB and 12-volt power in our backyard. Thanks for watching.